In this edition of Jules Voto's Photo Focus, I'll be asking for your opinion on what types of cameras you feel are most reliable. I'll be taking sort of a unscientific poll to determine what are the most reliable types of cameras, cameras that don't fail. And for me, earning my living at photography, reliability is the most important thing. I can't have a camera fail on a job. Of course, I carry more than one with me on most jobs, but that reliability thing is the most important. Now, I've broken it down into 4 categories, and you'll be voting on those categories, on which category of camera you feel is least likely to fail. And the first is mechanical film cameras, cameras that do not require a battery except for the meter. The second group is electronic film cameras, and this will include autofocus cameras as well, auto exposure cameras. Those cameras first started appearing, electronic cameras, in the early 70s with the Pentax ES, the Nichromat EL, and others. And the third category will be DSLRs. And the fourth category is mirrorless cameras. So what I would like you to do in the comments below, indicate which of those categories you feel are best. And you could just say mirrorless cameras or fully mechanical film cameras, but it'd be nice if you could be go into a little more detail. Maybe name a specific brand or a specific camera. For example, in the first category, mechanical cameras, you could say, well, I feel that rangefinder cameras, Leica rangefinder cameras, or Nikon rangefinder cameras were the most reliable. And you could base this on your personal experience having used those cameras, or through associations with other photographers over the years. Perhaps you have a friend or know of someone who was a camera repair person who you've spoken to and said, this particular brand really holds up well, or this particular type of camera, or maybe this one I would stay away from. So what I would like to do is let this go on, let this unscientific poll go on for several weeks, and kind of compile your thoughts, your votes, and then do a future video where I detail the results. Let's say it's mechanical film cameras. Well, mechanical film cameras got X number of votes, came in number 1, and so forth and so on. And then if there are specific cameras that seem to be coming up on a regular basis in this poll, obviously mention them as well. So I'm just going to go right now into a little more detail in each of the categories and talk about my preferences in each of those categories. So the first category, as I said, are mechanical film cameras, cameras that don't require a battery except for the meter. Now, I have always said that I felt that the very best mechanical film camera was the Nikon F2, and the particular model I prefer is the F2AS with the DP12 meter finder. Camera has proven to be very reliable, titanium shutter, extremely well made. It's heavy, but it really holds up. And of course, the Nikon F previous to this has a great reputation for reliability. They were used very heavily during the Vietnam War, and a lot of photographers swore by their Nikon Fs. Of course, the Leica rangefinders as well have an excellent reputation for reliability, extremely well made. A lot of the mechanical cameras are extremely well made and hold up very well. But let me hear your thoughts. Now we go to electronic cameras, cameras requiring a battery for operation. I have all Nikons here. That's what I have shot for the most part over the years. And I have here the Nikon EL, which came out in 1977. It's basically a Nicormat EL, which was Nikon's first electronic camera. I believe it was introduced in 1972. So it has electronic shutter. One of the advantages of electronic shutters, they seem to be more accurate than mechanical shutters, don't require adjustment over time. But of course, they require a battery. They're basically dead other than a one manual shutter speed if the battery is dead. I also have here an autofocus camera, the Nikon N90S. Again, requires battery. The nice thing is it will take AA batteries. Autofocus, auto exposure control, all the bells and whistles for a camera of its day. I owned the N90, was very reliable. Let me just step back a second and talk about the Nikon F3. The F3 was my first professional electronic Nikon camera. Love that camera. Of course, again, it required a battery. If you had the motor drive in, it just took AA batteries in the motor, and that powered the meter. I did have one issue with the F3. It was a very reliable camera, but I did have one issue. This was not on a professional assignment, fortunately. I was walking up with my young son to the top of the Statue of Liberty. Had taken pictures in Lower Manhattan earlier that day. When I got to the top, I looked out of the window onto Lower Manhattan and took one shot, advanced the film. I didn't have the motor on it. I advanced the film. Every time I advanced the film, the shutter would fire. Some linkage broke. That was the only time that I ever had an issue with a brand new Nikon camera that I had purchased. It was repaired. It was not an expensive repair. It was out of warranty at the time. But so otherwise, I've never had an issue with a Nikon camera that I bought new. Next, we're going to talk about DSLRs. Okay, DSLRs, of course, are battery dependent. They usually don't take AA batteries, but get pretty good battery life as opposed to newer mirrorless cameras. SLRs, whether they're film SLRs, whether they're mechanical, whether they're electronic or autofocus, of course, have that moving mirror. There's other moving parts. Moving parts can break down. Now, this is the Nikon D810. This camera, I have over 160,000 actuations. This has never been repaired. I've cleaned the sensor several times, but it's never been repaired, so it's been extremely reliable. Finally, we have here the Nikon Z6 mirrorless camera. This was the first mirrorless camera I purchased not long after it was introduced. I believe it was January of 2019. So it is now, 7 years old. Have never had an issue with this camera. Now, a newer Nikon mirrorless that I purchased 3 years ago, the Z8, there was a couple recalls for it. One was that certain lenses would not mount properly. I did not have that issue, but it was among the ones that Nikon said could have that issue. I sent it back to Nikon. Has never been an issue since. There was another recall on that camera for strap lugs. Again, didn't have an issue with that, but I sent it back to Nikon. And I have not had any issues with that camera. That is now my primary camera. I don't know offhand how many actuations, how many pictures I've taken with it, but it goes well into the thousands. So I really have no complaints with any of these cameras as far as reliability. I've also shot Canon over the years, also very reliable. But if I had to choose, I think I might go with the mirrorless camera. Now, electronic cameras can have their issues. Actually, I do recall something with a Canon camera I did have at one time. It was a film camera. It was the EOS 1, which was their professional autofocus film camera back then. I was photographing an outdoor concert. It was pouring rain, and the camera did stop. Once I got back, once I got home, the camera dried out, it was fine. So that can be an issue with electronic cameras. Moisture, the newer cameras are usually very well weather sealed, especially the professional models. So I have never had an issue with my Z8 out photographing in the snow. Even if I didn't cover it, I'll usually cover it with some plastic, but I have taken it out uncovered and it's never been an issue. The reason I choose the mirrorless is there's basically no moving parts. There's no mirror flipping up and down that could be an issue. There's not even a shutter in the Z8. It's electronic shutter. So there's very little to go wrong. However, if it does go wrong, once it's out of warranty, it could be expensive to fix. Whereas some of these mechanical cameras, sometimes they just require an adjustment. Now, if they need parts, if they're long discontinued, maybe difficult finding parts. So, but I want to hear from you. For me, reliability, as I said, is the most important thing. So in the comments below, let me know which of these categories you feel, in your experience, in your knowledge, is the most reliable. So is it a Canon DSLR? Is it a Nikon DSLR? Is it a Sony mirrorless? Do you have experience with that? Have they been very reliable? So I would just like to kind of get a good number of responses, hopefully. I know this is totally unscientific. The results may not mirror what reality is, but I think it kind of would be a fun thing to do. Okay, so leave your choices and even your questions in the comments below. I usually try to respond to all questions and comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I usually publish a new video every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you soon.